Hi, friends. We're so glad you're here. The Big Ideas podcast exists to empower the next generation of entrepreneurs. Join us for unscripted conversations while you're at home with your kids or even just driving them around to activities. We hope these short but powerful messages will give you inspiration and encouragement for your next big ideas. Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. I'm Ashley Ilg. I've got Owen and Dylan here, of course, with me, and we are so excited about our message today. It's going to be kind of a short and sweet one. For all of y'all listening to this in real time, it is Easter week, also known as Holy Week, and it's definitely one of our very favorite times of the year. Personally, it's my rebirth day. It's the day, Easter Sunday is actually the day I got baptized as an adult, and it's a really important, really special holiday for our family. And we're just excited to share with you a couple of thoughts on what Easter means to us, what Easter might mean to you, and we hope to leave you with we've got 3 takeaways basically of some things that you can take into your real life today that the story of Easter has just kind of put on our hearts, and I think will impact you as well too. So we're going to get right into it. I'm going to ask Owen, Owen, what does Easter mean to you? What is the holiday when it's approaching? What are some things you're thinking about? What does the story of Easter really, what does that mean to you?
Well, I love Easter. Easter is the story of when Jesus rose from the dead, and it proved that our faith is real.
Yeah.
Like, unlike other religions, we have the promise of heaven. And it shows us that even when things might look dark, it's not the end, and God is working everything out.
Yeah, Owen, I love that. And you're absolutely right. When Jesus was crucified on that Good Friday, it was dark, and a lot of people were not sure what was going to happen next. And just like you said, when things look dark, it doesn't mean that it's the end. And when we face things that are hard, we can remember the promise of that empty tomb and just know that, yeah, just like you said, God is working everything out. I love to say that he is the author of the best plot twists, and he tends to work in that 11th hour when nobody's expecting it, and it's going to turn out even better than we can imagine. And so, yeah, it definitely makes our faith real. I love how you just said all that. So that's amazing. Dylan, what about you, bud? What do you love about Easter? Is it about the Easter bunny?
No.
Yeah, for sure not. So, although I have broken down over the years, I do give my kids chocolate bunnies, and I try to win the cool mom points because I'm kind of a stickler about sugar during the rest of the year, but they do get chocolate bunnies. But yeah, Dylan, why don't you tell us a little bit about your thoughts? When you think about Easter, what does it mean to you?
Well, I love Easter. Easter is about when Jesus died for our sins, but even more importantly, it's when he rose from the dead. It's when the tomb was empty, and it tells us that victory is ours.
Yeah, Dill, I love that. I love that you guys both know that it shows that victory is ours, for eternity when we go to heaven, but also today. It gives us the authority to live in victory in everyday moments now, in good days and hard days. And I love Easter. And like I said at the very beginning, I was water baptized on Easter morning, one sunrise, when I was 21 years old. And it was such a great, great morning. I still remember it. Just running across the sand and diving into the water. And I just get emotional thinking about the holiday, and what that meant for us, for me, for our family. And we just pray that Easter has a really special place in everybody's family traditions too. We will be just spending time together and praising Jesus for a life of victory yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And for anyone who is not familiar with the story of the entire, what we call Holy Week, leading up to the crucifixion and the resurrection, the story in Matthew starts in chapter 26 and runs through 28. It's in all the Gospels, but the book of Matthew, I feel like, gives the best kind of detailed description of all of the events. So Matthew 26 through 28 is a great place to start. Maybe read through with your family if you're looking for a place to start with that. But yeah, we love Easter. We, just pray that these maybe 3 takeaways will stay with y'all this week and into the rest of the year, But for us, Easter represents that dark days are not the end, that God is the author of the greatest plot twist, and he is working everything out for our good. Victory is ours. And then one thing that the boys didn't mention that I always think is just kind of interesting, I kind of like side smile thinking about, Jesus just kind of broke all the rules. He didn't go by everybody's expectations of what the king was supposed to look like and what they all thought he was going to do and how everything was going to play out. And I just love that. I don't know if that's just like the rebellious person of me, but I just love that he just didn't follow the rules of society. He didn't follow everybody's expectations. He followed what God's plan was. And in the end, it was better than anyone could have expected. And that's really what Easter represents for all of us, as well as all of the victory and all of the eternal rewards. So we hope you all enjoyed this episode, and we hope you have a great Easter week. From our family to yours.
Happy